Did you know that the total spending on Black Friday in the United States alone surpassed $14 billion in 2020? It's an astounding fact, isn't it? Black Friday, that day after Thanksgiving, has become synonymous with consumerism gone wild. The allure of door-busting deals and once-a-year discounts sends shoppers into a frenzy, queuing for hours in the wee morning chill, all to grab that perfect bargain. It's a day when retail therapy turns into a sport, a battle against time and fellow shoppers. However, behind the glitz and glamour of slashed prices lies a stark reality. Billions are spent, not on necessities, but on the thrill of the deal. This spending spree has become an ingrained part of our culture, a testament to the power consumerism wields over us. With such staggering numbers, it is clear that consumerism has taken a stronghold on our society. But have we ever stopped to consider the alternatives? Amidst the shopping chaos, there exists an event that encourages us to do the exact opposite. It's called Buy Nothing Day. Yes, you heard it right. A day dedicated to buying absolutely nothing. The idea is simple, yet profound. It's a day to step off the consumer treadmill, to pause and reflect on our buying habits. It's a day to resist the lure of sales and discounts, to challenge the notion that we are what we buy. This International Day of Protest against Consumerism asks us to switch roles from being consumers to conscious citizens, to understand the environmental and ethical consequences of our shopping habits. It's about making a statement that we won't be part of the overconsumption problem. A day dedicated to not spending sounds intriguing, doesn't it? But how did this day come into being? Our story begins in Vancouver, Canada in 1992. In an era defined by growing consumerism, one man dared to challenge the status quo. His name was Ted Dave, an artist with a keen sense of the detrimental effects of unchecked consumerism on society and the environment. Ted Dave created Buy Nothing Day as an experiment, a social critique, a quiet act of rebellion against the relentless drive to consume. It was a day dedicated to stepping back from the buying frenzy, a day to pause and reflect on our habits and their impacts. In the beginning, Buy Nothing Day was observed in September. It started small, a ripple in the vast ocean of consumerism. However, it didn't take long for the idea to catch the attention of the magazine adbusters. They saw the potential in this concept, the power it held to make people rethink their habits and question the relentless consumer culture. Adbusters took the torch from Ted Dave and began promoting Buy Nothing Day with a fervor. They were the ones who made the strategic decision to shift the observance of Buy Nothing Day to coincide with one of the most frenzied shopping days of the year, Black Friday. The contrast was stark and intentional, a David against the Goliath of Black Friday's consumer madness. This move was a game changer. It highlighted the stark difference between the 2 days, one promoting rampant consumption, the other advocating for conscious restraint. This juxtaposition magnified the message of Buy Nothing Day, making it a force impossible to ignore. It was a bold statement, a silent protest, a call to action for people to consider the environmental and societal impacts of their consumption habits. And so, the day was born, a quiet but strong protest against the rampant consumerism that Black Friday symbolizes. It's a day that challenges us to rethink our habits, to question the status quo, and to consider whether the things we buy truly add value to our lives or merely clutter our homes and our minds. Buy Nothing Day is not just a day, it's a movement, a mindset, a bold stand against the tide of consumerism. So, we know what Buy Nothing Day is and how it started, but what impact does it really have? Let's delve into this critical question. Buy Nothing Day is not just about refraining from spending for 24 hours. It's a wake-up call, a chance to step back and reflect on our consumption habits. It's a day to question if we really need that new gadget, that trendy outfit, or that fancy espresso machine. It's a day to ponder on whether our spending is driven by need or just by want. On an individual level, it's eye-opening. It encourages us to assess our dependency on material goods and how this dependency affects our happiness, our relationships, and even our self-worth. The realization that we often buy more than we need can be quite startling. And it's not just about saving money, although that's a significant bonus. It's about understanding that our worth is not tied to the things we own. On a societal level, the impact is profound. Imagine if everyone took a day off from buying. The decrease in demand, even if it's just for a day, sends a powerful message to businesses. It's a message that we, as consumers, can control the market. We have the power to dictate what is produced and how it's produced. But the benefits of Buy Nothing Day extend beyond the economy. It also has a positive impact on the environment. Every product we buy leaves a carbon footprint, from the raw materials used to make it, to the energy consumed in its production, to the pollution generated by its disposal. By buying less, we're reducing our carbon footprint and helping to protect our planet. Buy Nothing Day, it seems, is more than just a day of not spending. It's a day of reflection, of understanding that we have the power to control our consumption habits. It's a day to realize that we can make a difference, both in our own lives and in the world around us. It's a day to embrace the idea that less can indeed be more. Now that we've delved into the history and impact of Buy Nothing Day, the question remains then, what can you do? Well, the first step is simple: participate. On this day, abstain from making any purchases. This might seem like a daunting task, especially if you're accustomed to daily shopping trips. But the benefits are worth it. By participating, you're not just saving money, though that's a great perk. You're also taking a stand against the hyper-consumerism that plagues our society. Just imagine for a moment the environmental impact of Buy Nothing Day. If millions of people around the world refrained from making unnecessary purchases for just one day, the reduction in waste and carbon emissions would be significant. Now, multiply that effect if you choose to make Buy Nothing Day a regular practice. The potential for positive change is staggering. But how can you successfully participate in Buy Nothing Day? It all comes down to planning and finding alternatives. Before the day arrives, take stock of what you need and buy those items in advance. This way, you won't feel the urge to shop out of necessity. Then, find free activities to fill your day. Go for a hike, read a book, or play a board game with your loved ones. These experiences, which cost nothing, often end up being more rewarding than any purchased goods. Remember, Buy Nothing Day isn't about depriving yourself. It's about re-evaluating your relationship with consumption and finding joy in simplicity. So will you take up the challenge and participate in the next Buy Nothing Day? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting insights. Check out my next video that YouTube suggests, and I'll see you on the other side.